Hello guys, welcome to my channel. It's Maths Time Questions and Answers, a channel that gives you insights to all the problem giving you headache at school. Today's question is taken from Cameroon GCE Board 2020 question 4, and it talks about inequality. Solve the inequality minus 7 less than 5x minus 2 less than or equals to 3. Represent the solution of A on the real number line. Okay, so for us to do this, we need to know what inequalities are. And we said that inequalities are those things that have the inequality sign. So inequalities are simply comparing two quantities, one on the left and one on the right. So we use symbols like this for less than, meaning the quantity on the left is less than the quantity on the right. So if we are also comparing two quantities, we can have less than or equal to. So the quantity on the left is less than or is equal to the quantity on the right. So we have combined two things there, less than or equal to. The next can be greater than, meaning the quantity on the left is greater than the quantity on the right. And the last one is greater than or equal to. The quantity on the left is greater than or equal to the quantity on the right. If the quantity on the left is greater than or equal to the quantity on the right, meaning the quantity on the right is less than or equal to the quantity on the left, right? It's just simple logic, I guess you follow. Okay, with this in mind, we can see that what an expression, a mathematical expression, can have more than one inequality sign, like these questions here, which contain less than, or equal to. So we can solve this question by splitting this inequality into two. We go from left to right, where we meet the second inequality will break, or we go from right to left, where we meet the second inequality will break. So we can have two inequalities and we solve them separately. Then later on we combine the solutions, or we can decide to solve them at the same time, and what we do to the left, we'll do it to the right as well, and we'll do it to the middle portion of that inequality. So in this case, we are going to solve this double inequality simultaneously, and that double inequality is of the form, we said this inequality is minus 7 less than 5x minus 2 less than or equals to 3. So what can we do? We are going to allow x in the middle part of this inequality. So we are going to move minus 2 to the left and to the right. What we do to the left, we do it to the right. Okay? So that's how we solve them simultaneously. So we are going to move minus 2 to the left, to the right, and then we'll move it to the left as well. So because it's minus, when we are moving it, it becomes positive. So we are going to add 3 plus 2, and we are going to add minus 7 plus 2 to give us this. So we have removed the minus at 5x. So minus 7 plus 2 is minus 5, and 3 plus 2 is 5. So we are going to have minus 5 less than 5x less than or equal to 5. So in this case, we can divide all through by 5 to clear the 5 at 5x, so that we leave x alone. In that case, we have solved. So when we divide all through by 5, we are going to have 5 into minus 5 minus 1, and 5 into 5 1. So we are going to leave x alone, and we are going to have minus 1 less than x less than or equal to 1. In that case, we have said that we have solved that inequality, and the values are from minus 1 to 1. Now let's interpret this inequality solution. So we are saying that x is greater than minus 1, meaning that what minus 1 itself is not included in the solution, because we don't have minor or equal to here. So if minus 1 is less than x, then x is greater than minus 1. So we say x is greater than minus 1, but x is less than or equal to 1, meaning 1 itself is included because we have less than or equal to 1, but minus 1 is not included in the solution set because there is no equal sign there. So with this, we can draw the solution on a real number line as shown below. So we draw our number line, and the arrows on both ends are to tell us that what the solution continues on and on and on both sides. So when going to the right, we have positive values, and when going to the left, we have negative values. And where these positive and negative values mean, we call it the origin, and we can denote it as 0 point. So to the right of that 0, we have positive numbers in increasing magnitude from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And to the left, we have negative values in increasing magnitude as well, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So that's how a number line looks like. So how do we draw? Our first value of concern here is 1, so we indicate that 1 on the number line with that small red line. Now when we are at 1, the section for 1 is x less than 1, so we'll be moving to the left, x less than 1. So we'll draw a small arrow going to the left because x is less than 1. So all the values less than are going to the left. Now at this particular point, again, we have x is less than or equal to 1. So to indicate this equal to, we are going to include that what 1 itself is included in the solution. To have that, at the junction of these our indications, we are going to put a circle there. And because 1 itself is included in the solution, that's why we have less than or equals to, we are going to color the dot, that is, make it close. So we have that colored circle there. So the circle is closed, colored, because 1 itself is included in the solution. Now our next point of interest is minus 1. So we go and indicate our value minus 1 there. And what minus 1 is less than x, but we are not drawing for minus 1, we are drawing for x. So what is x in relation to minus 1? X is greater than minus 1. So how do we draw? We are going to point that arrow to the right because x is greater than minus 1. So we point that arrow to the right. But at the junction between this our indication and the arrow, we need to indicate whether minus 1 itself is included in the solution. So if we look at this less than here, we see that the less than does not have equal to. Therefore, to indicate that it does not have an equal to, which says that minus 1 itself is not included in the solution, we are going to include a small circle here. But in this case, we are going to leave the circle open to indicate that minus 1 is not included in the solution. So that's how we represent inequalities on a real number line. Guys, if you like the video, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell for more upcoming videos, like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share or comment on the comment section with questions you want me to help solve for you. Stay with me and remain blessed. Bye bye.